Hey everyone, I want to do something different. I want to create some art. Not just a project, but art. So I'm going to start by removing this metal from this cardboard. Now I'm cutting a series of even slits around the container. And I'm hot gluing the two containers together. Did the same for the top piece. Cut a series of slits in the piece of cardboard and hot glued it to the top. I'm also hot gluing this cardboard ring to the top to hold those slits open. I'm going to coat the cardboard using paper clay. So here's how I made the clay. The paper soaked for 24 hours. Now I'm going to grind it up to a very fine pulp. Now I'm going to strain the water out using this old t-shirt. Here I'm mixing my ingredients. These are approximate amounts. I'm using 1 part paper pulp, 1 part joint compound, 1 part white glue, 1 part white flour. Now you mix these together till you get that clay feeling, and if it's a little sticky, you can add a little bit more flour to it, or add a little bit more water to it. But work it for like 15 minutes. At least, to get that clay feel. I'm adding this cardboard strip to add a little more girth to this vase. Here I'm gluing on some handles. Now I'm adding a thin coat of paper clay. All I want to do here is get the clay on and let it dry. The finished coats will come later. Now that it's finished and dried, it's time to add the finish coat. This tool that I'm using, I cut from a plastic milk container to the size and shape I need. What's nice about this, it bends easy, giving me a smooth surface. I just took paper clay and formed these rings. These rings are going to be added to the handles of the vase as decoration. But I made these. I'm going to let them dry, and then I'll cut them and add them to the handles.
Baby, you give me ice and fire.
The finished surface came out great, but still need to sand it.
Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby.
Well, I'm doing too much thinking. I'm going to make some changes, but an improvement. But more work for me. This paper clay is hard stuff. I love it.
Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite.
I'm using a hacksaw blade to cut the rings in half so I can add them to the handles.
But I don't wanna jinx it, baby.
Here's one half of the ring. I use hot glue to attach the other half. Now it's time to finish the rings with a finished coat of paper clay.
Baby, you give me ice and fire.
I'm putting on the finishing touches on the crack that I created in the vase.
Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.
One reason why I added a crack in the vase is because I'm also adding a dying grapevine branch that grew out of the old vase that held wine years ago. This is just a filler for the dying grapes I'm going to have hanging off the grapevine. I added the clay over the paper filler, and I also added and bent some wires that I'll add clay to form branches. making the grapes. The top half of the grapes will be healthy, the lower half will be all dried up and dying. You can see here the grapes on the bottom are all shriveled up and dying. These are the colors I'm using, and they are water soluble. They're used for coloring concrete, but will work great here for staining the color on this vase. I'm dipping my brush in the water and adding it to my mixing area. I'll be adding small amounts of color to my water and mixing it together to get the right shades. I also touch the scrap cardboard to test my color before adding it to my vase. This painting has more water in it than color, so technically I'm whitewashing the vase with color. Now I'm using acrylic paints, which are also water soluble, which make great for easy cleaning. On the branches, I'm just layering on different shades of gray, which my research shows grapevines with gray branches. Doing some light scuffing with sandpaper to highlight the grapevine branch and also to scuff up the vase in certain areas to give an aged look. It's gotta look old. After scuffing up the vase, you can see I painted it again with another lighter color whitewash to fill in the scuff marks. I lightly dry brush some black coloring over the vase in certain areas to make it look even older. I'm still layering lights and dark colors over the branch trying to get it right. Just have to keep doing it until I get it right. And painting the grapes I didn't show, but I used greens, yellows, and browns. Well, I hope you like it. It's finished. Here it is.